They say time heals everything. But sometimes, time just teaches you how to smile through the ache. I waited. Through seasons, through silence, through every moment that screamed his name. Even when he moved on, I still waited. I still remember the first time I saw him. It was a late August afternoon, golden sun, leaves just beginning to fall, and him standing there with his headphones on, completely lost in his own little world. He wasn't trying to impress anyone. And maybe that's why he stood out. He was the kind of guy who held the door open even if you were 10 steps away. The kind who would laugh at his own jokes, and somehow, you'd laugh too. Not because they were funny, but because his laugh was we weren't love at first sight. We were comfort at first conversation. And from there, we grew into something I thought was forever. We spent hours talking, not about big things, just the little ones that end up mattering the most. He knew I liked vanilla more than chocolate, that I hated slow elevators, and that thunderstorms made me nervous. But he never said he loved me, not once. Still, I kept waiting for the moment he would. I thought, maybe it was just too early. Maybe he was shy. Maybe he needed more time. I gave him time, and in return, he gave me memories. There were movie nights where we didn't watch a single scene, just sat there, talking in the glow of the screen. There were coffee shop visits where one cup turned into 4 hours. There were silences, the kind that felt full, not empty. But slowly, those silences started to feel different. He started replying later, stopping by less. Excuses became routine. Sorry, just busy. Things have been crazy lately. But you always find time for the people you care about, don't you? I didn't ask questions. I didn't want to push him away, so I just smiled and waited until one day I saw a photo, him, with someone else, her arms around his smile, the kind he used to give me. I stared at that picture for what felt like hours, every heartbeat louder than the last, and still, I told myself maybe it wasn't what it looked like. But deep down, I knew. I couldn't hold it in any more, so I did what every part of me feared. I told him. I wrote the message at 2:17 a.m. heart pounding, hands shaking. It said, I don't know if you ever felt the same, but I loved you. I still do. I was just waiting for you to see me the way I've always seen you. And then silence. He didn't reply that night or the next morning. By evening, I had memorized every possible excuse he could give, but none of them prepared me for what he actually said. You'll always be important to me, but I've moved on. 7 words. That's all it took to tear apart years of memories. I didn't cry right away. I didn't scream. I just sat still. Isn't it strange? How sometimes the deepest heartbreak makes no sound at all. Days turned into weeks. I went on with my life, smiled in photos, laughed at friends' jokes, pretended like the mention of his name didn't send a ripple through my chest. But every night, I thought of him, not the version he became, but the version I first met. The one who laughed too loud, who brought me coffee without asking, who made me believe in almosts. He's probably happy now. Maybe he walks hand in hand with her, saying the things I used to dream of hearing. Maybe he tells her she's the one. Maybe she is. But me, I still think of him when I see a sunset, or hear a song we once played on repeat, or walk past the cafe we used to sit in for hours. And no, I don't wait for him like I used to. I don't pause my life hoping he'll come back. But in some quiet way, a part of me still waits. Waits for a version of him that might never return. Waits for closure I never got. Waits, not with hope, but with love that never really left. Because when you love someone that deeply, you don't stop. You just learn how to carry it quietly. Maybe someday, he'll think of me. And maybe, just maybe, he'll wonder if I ever moved on. And maybe I'll still be here, waiting. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Games of Hearts. We tell stories that stay with you, even after the video ends. Turn on the bell icon for more faceless emotional journeys. And thank you for feeling this one with me.